Hey guys, SHARD coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you all here today. We're gonna open a bunch of void shards because we have really one of the best events inside the game. It is a double chance to get a whopping 1% chance to pull a legendary. Wow. So all I have to do is open 100 void shards to get a shot, or to have the odds in my favor at having a shot at a void legendary champion. Well, sign me up, man. Let's go ahead and do this, guys. Obviously, I will state, I'm just gonna jinx myself, but my most wanted void legendary in the game is Grazer Iron Gut. This dude looks absolutely insane, as in one of the top champions inside the entire game. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna keep dreaming. Maybe someday. Of course, my second most wanted is still Taurus the Fierce. And then I guess my third most wanted legendary champion is a second copy of Acresia, because she's that good of a champion that if you get two, it's just as exciting as your first one, because that's how good she is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to opening here, guys. We have 165. Yeah, let's just open them one at a time here, guys. And we're gonna do $100 per legendary to the Ark. An amazing organization that helps lobby and support and really everything from finding housing to everything as support and well, I'm really stammering here. They help out individuals and their families with intellectual and developmental abilities. Those of you who know, I've mentioned this so many times, but sorry for always repeating it, but my brother passed away, gosh, it was, I'm trying to do the math now, 7 years ago. That's so crazy. It feels like just yesterday. Anybody who's lost a loved one, you know that it's like that line of demarcation between the way things were and the way things are now, and nothing ever returns to the same. The Ark helped out me and my family a lot, and I've been working closely with them for years and years, way before YouTube. I was on the board of directors for about a year or so, and just love the organization. And I know a lot of you guys, just from the comments, have loved ones or even somebody in your own family or friends who is autistic or Down syndrome or anything. There's so many variety of different things that people struggle with out there, right? And the Ark helps all of those people. Sorry again for kind of stammering through that shout out today. But if you want to go ahead and make a donation, that'd be really cool. If you can afford to do so, the donation link will be in the show notes below. So we pulled out a few good ones. We have Inquisitor Shamil. We got Skathix. I like Skathix. I don't love Skathix, but I like Skathix. A decreased speed, an AoE steal of buffs, and then a cleanse with a block debuffs and a shield for 2 turns, albeit on a 4-turn cooldown. But it's a pretty dang good kit. Like, to me, that's how a Void Epic ought to be, right? Really strong, not broken, but really usable in a variety of different areas in the game, right? So we get a Renegade, a Seducer, a Harry, Turvold! Okay. Dude, I did a quick look, and I don't know why. It haunts me, man. He's not even a Void, but I see Turvold, and immediately I think Altan for whatever reason, dude. I hate Altan, and I thought Altan when I saw anyway, Turvold's a monster of a champion, guys. One of the best raw damage dealers in the game. Where can you use raw damage dealers? Obviously in Clan Boss. He's one of the best DPS for Clan Boss out there in all of Raid Shadow Legends. However, I particularly like this champion in the arena. Have you tried this dude? I did a video spotlighting him in live arena at one point, but have you seen him in Juggernaut, man? Like, he is the answer. A lot of people ask me, how do I counter Death Knight? Well, I don't like to say Turvold because he's a Void legendary, but if you have Turvold, he's a great answer because he'll go in there. His first kit, if Ultimate Death Knight has Stone Skin, it will obviously ignore it. But the second hit, whoever you're targeting, he can one-shot them, like a Siphi or something. That's how strong Juggernaut hits, right? And it's not predicated, unlike almost every nuker in the game, it's not predicated on ignoring defense. So he's a great counter to a Harima type team, the champion that mitigates ignore defense abilities. He's just such a cool champion. Plus he buffs himself, increase attack, increase crit rate, increase speed, extra turn, and then boom, the Juggernaut and his A1 Crackling Blade hits incredibly hard as well. He's really one of my favorite single target nukers inside the entire game. Harrier, get out of here. All right, so that's $100 for charity. Hey, already won legendary. We're beating the odds, Harrier. Hey, Kurzad, Deepart, love him. Love this champion. Cold Heart, love her as well. Another Cold Heart. Dude, we got a whole spider team here. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Kurzad, I'm not going to belabor the point, but 2 AoEs on a 3-turn cooldown. Great stun set candidate, right? Great for progression. Great for Doom Tower hard secret rooms. And then he has the increased accuracy. Big version on all allies on a 3-turn cooldown. Very, very versatile and good rare champion. All right, next up, Turvold. Heck yeah, dude. That guy is he's just a beast. Ashwalker, what's up, Ashwalker? How you doing, man? Broadmaw. I think Broadmaw is worth fusing for most players now. An Epic Fusion, 3 Harriers, dude? Come on, bro. An Epic Fusion who, you know, his kit is not going to blow you away, but he's got increased speed, weak version, but it's better than no version, right? Turn meter fill by 15%, increased crit rate, big version as well. All on a 3-turn cooldown. Then he has a 2 random ally revival on a 4-turn cooldown, and then he has a freeze on the A1, right? Certainly can help you out in Faction Wars, and there's a Lizardman Epic only secret room in Doom Tower Hard. Certainly can help you out a ton there as well. So at least there's 2 use cases to invest in that champion. Hey, Genbo the Dishonored and Skytouch Shaman, 2 of the better Void epics in the entire game for my money. 2 Bellowers as well, man. We are hitting it on all cylinders. Genbo's a beast, man. He's got the increased crit rate, increased crit damage on himself for 3 turns, extra turn, Heartless Blitz. It's a great strong AoE nuke. He's Void Affinity. There's no weak affinity matchups to worry about or anything like that. And then decreasing the duration of all buffs by 1 turn is a really nice kind of add-on bonus that cannot be resisted as long as it's a critical hit. Really good champion. He's stealing increased attack buffs on his A1. Sure, why not? And then his increased attack can't be, the steal cannot be resisted. That's beautiful. And then he's immune to decreased attack. He's ignoring unkillable when he's under an increased attack. So bye-bye Leo, bye-bye Swift Parry, bye-bye the Skull Crown. There we go. Or Grazer Iron Gut, for that matter. Bellower, we would love Bellower, but I need to make room, and I'll be right back. Skytouch Shaman, I just will say, Immortal Skies, if you don't have a cardio, you're looking for a combination of block debuffs, revive on death, and a cleanse. Second best you can get in the game, having all of those on the same ability. I'll be right back after I make room. All right, guys, we are back at it. Let's do this. 105 to go. Oh, I know there's going to be another legendary. I can smell it. All right, Centurion, we have Inquisitor Shamil number 2, really one of the quintessential Hydra Clan boss champions in the game. Broadmaw, we already talked about. We have Ox, Skirmisher, Inceptor, Renegade, Fellhound, Cold Heart again, and Dagger. I'm not a massive fan of Dagger, personally. 75% decreased defense just isn't enough to get me excited. Anyway, she's so squishy too. We get Maneater, obviously the king of the OG old school king of unkillable. Reliquary Tender, I absolutely love. Gala Longbraids is a beast of a champion. Really, I think Gala Longbraids is probably the strongest single target arena nuker out of all epic champions. And then I think that we pulled the #1 strongest AoE nuker in Genbo. So now we have it all our bases covered here, guys. Reliquary Tender, bears mentioning how amazing she is. She got the revive, not a strong revive, but a revive nonetheless. But this Tender's Watch is really one of the strongest rare support abilities in the game. A cleanse with a big version of continuous heal on a 3-turn cooldown. She also has the weak version of decreased attack on her A1, which is nice to have as well. All right. Here we go. Tuhanarak! There we go, man. Tuhanarak. No big deal. Just one of the best Hydra Clan Boss champions inside the entire game. Akemtum as well. But Tuhanarak, dude, we just made a video yesterday spotlighting how she is It's funny, in the video yesterday, I said if I pulled a Tuhanarak dupe, I would build a Tuhanarak dupe. I would not empower Tuhanarak because she's that good of a champion. You can use her on all 3 of your Hydra Clan Boss teams, or 1 if you're lucky enough to have 1 copy of her. I guess TLDR, I'm not going to empower. I'm going to build her out, guys. She is... Do I really mean this? I want to make sure I really mean this. I think she's... I think she's the best Hydra Clan Boss support in the game, or certainly in the conversation. Bear with me as to why. She got the decreased speed on the A1, continuous heal on this champion for 1 turn. Also on the ally with lowest HP, it's a really good A1 ability. Also, the multipliers, you know, over the duration of a long battle, the multipliers on her A1 and her A2, although not AoE attacks, are really strong. She can put out some decent damage for a support champion. And if you want proof of that, check out my video again on my Hydra clan boss team yesterday. Radiant Suffering, her A2, is so strong for Hydra, it's incredible. Attack one enemy, she's placing a decrease attack and a block buffs. Two of the most important debuffs to have on your team for Hydra clan boss, obviously. And then she's debuff spreading it, taking 2 random debuffs from the target, placing them on all enemies. Now, it's not always a guarantee that it's going to be these 2 debuffs, depending on how many are on the enemies, but it really does help out, right? It helps out in a big way. I like to have her and then another like buff remover or another block buffs champion on my team to kind of get myself covered on 2 bases there. We have increased defense and increased speed on the same ability on a 3-turn cooldown. And then we have removes 1 random debuff from all allies at the start of each turn, which makes for a no-brainer for a relentless set, or 2 if they're under continuous heals, even if you don't have another continuous heal champion on the team. Of course, she's placing 2 of them on her A1. So really, a Doom Priest plus a lot more. Very, very, very good champion. I've always been a massive fan. Akemtum as well, dude. I mean, the triple hitter with the Hex, the inflicting poison 100% chance of inflicting damage from 1 poison debuff to enemies under Hex debuffs whenever their allies receive damage from a poison debuff. What a great passive to complement an insanely good kit, right? Triple hitter with poison, a triple hitter with Hex, and extending the duration of Hexes. All right, man, that was a really good batch of 10 champions. One of the better epics. I would say top 10 epic in the game for Akemtum, and really one of the top legendaries as well. All right, Reliquary Tender, we get Cardinal. We get a Daywalker, Marquise, Bulwark. All right, gives us a chance to breathe after that one. I was drinking water like, And we got another one! Another one! It is Arbiter! Hey, that's 3 legendaries, that's $300. An old school champion. Really, the champion that you get from beating this game for the first time, at least, right? It is Arbiter from the Arbiter missions. I'm going to empower my Arbiter. She's still the queen of speed to some for the arena, right? It's speed in arena battles by 30%. She's actually really good in Hydra clan boss as well, right? You can build her with some accuracy, decrease the duration of all enemy buffs. She's got the revive or the turn meter fill, grant an extra turn if you're reviving anybody. She's got the increase attack. She's got the turn meter boost. She's got the heal as well. I think that a lot of people pigeonholed, and I just started to do it there right as well. Pigeonholed Arbiter as just an arena champion. But truthfully, she can be used in so many different areas of the game as just a reviver and a turn meter booster. And another one! Another one is Soulless! All right, welcome to the team. Dude, I thought for a second that it might have been Grazor, just like the face. It's Soulless. Hey, one of the best defensive nukers in the game. I think I would still personally take Staltis Dragonbane over Soulless. But Soulless still, he received a really big buff somewhat recently, about a year ago or whatever, right? Which is recent to me. An AoE attack, increase the duration of all debuffs on each target, then places a provoke on all enemies for 1 turn, places a shield on this champion, damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. Reign of Terror smacks. It's a very hard-hitting ability, a great nuker, 3-time at random on Wave of Despair. Each hit has a 100% chance to remove all buffs. Each hit. Sign me up. This is a really good ability for the arena. I think it's a great arena champion. Also plays a provoke debuff for 1 turn. If a buff was removed by the skill, the provoke cannot be resisted. I stopped using Soulless, just to be real with you guys, when Harima came out. Like, now she's my go-to defensive-based nuker for PvP, and for PvE, I still use Staltis Dragonbane, so I can't lie to you guys. Even though he's a really cool champion, I don't personally use him, except for Faction Wars. Anyway, guys, let me make room. We have 4 legendaries, and we have 45 shards to go. Could we get 5? Stay tuned to find out. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Let's do 5 solo pulls, then we'll do the 40 lightning round, and we'll call it a video. What do you guys say? All right, Rock Beast. I know some of you guys probably got lucky. Did any of you guys get super lucky? Did any of you guys pull one of my top 3 most wanted? Skimfos, pretty good champion. I did great against Dark Fae, who's probably the most important Doom Tower boss to farm. I did a guide on him on my second channel, my Champions Guide channel, if you guys want to check that out. Harrier, get out of here, bro. I didn't need the close-up run-in, man. No, 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 no. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. We get a rare here in Rage Monger. Let's go ahead and pull the rest. We got 40 to go. I think we can go 5 legendaries. We are defying the odds today, guys. Oh, 5! There it is! It's Supreme Athel! That wasn't what we were looking for necessarily. Wait, I think I'm confusing her with Supreme. Dude, all the Supremes confused the hell out of me. Supreme Athel. You know what? Did I have her? Let me see. Am I thinking Supreme Elhain or Supreme Athel? Ah, she's new, ladies and gentlemen. It completes my collection. Voila, the Sacred Order. Sorry for filling you up, Byball the Thorn.
I'm all right. Just a bit sore. Maybe I'm getting too old for this.
Supreme Athel. Okay, she's new to the team. Let's see what she does. I forgot, okay? What does she get for reviews? Oh, okay. That didn't get me excited at all. Attacks one enemy. If there are enemies under freeze, also attacks them. Decrease that enemy's attack by 3% whenever this champion hits an enemy with his skill. Also increases champion's attack whenever they hit an enemy with his skill. Okay. Cold Company attacks all enemies. Ignores Strengthen, Ally Protect, and Unkillable on enemies under freeze. Then has a 100% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. So 100% freeze on a 3-turn cooldown is pretty dang good. Okay. On the A3. We have a increased attack, increased crit rate, shield on this champion, and extra turn. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion's attack. Okay, that's not a bad ability either. Has a 30% chance of placing a freeze debuff on attackers for 1 turn when hit while under a shield. Also has a 50% chance of placing a freeze debuff on all enemies for 1 turn whenever a shield buff on the champion is removed by damage. I don't know, guys. Call me absolutely crazy. I've never been ashamed of sharing an unpopular opinion, but she doesn't seem that bad. No? I mean, I'm not saying she's an S tier Void Legendary, but come on, dude, with the extra turn ability that essentially gives you a 2-turn AoE freeze, lets you come back in here and hopefully land an attack while they're already under freeze because of the extra turn potentially. She got the ramp up ability. I don't know, guys. Why do you think all the hate on Supreme Athel? Does she have lore? She sure does. I'm not going to read it, but she sure does. Okay, well, hey, you guys can let me know how you feel about that. I think those, just at first glance, I think those ratings are too harsh, man. Too harsh. We'll see, though. That's 5 legendaries. $500 for the Arc. We got Maneater. Can we get 6? Can we get 6? A couple Ashwalkers, an Abalaster, a Doom Screech, a Confessor, and a Vanguard. Okay. Next up, we have Skirmisher, Scrapper, Steadfast Marshal, Harvester, Abalaster, Rock Beast. Ooh, this is very underwhelming. Seducer, Dilgal, and Golden Reaper. Okay, next. And then we have, let's see, Ifrit, Don't Call Me Skimfos. They have like almost the exact same avatar picture, huh? Skimfos and Ifrit. Anyway. Abalaster, Paragon. Okay, Runekeeper, Dazdurk. Is that it? That's it, guys. I think 5 legendaries is going to be enough for one video. It is raining Legos here, guys. Who would you most want out of all the legendaries that I pulled? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, $500 to the Arc. Go ahead and support them and check them out in the show notes below, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.